I gave him an opportunity and he has messed this up and is now facing potentially another felon. Now and here's what you have to understand from that. From that, you concoct that story, and then I have no victim here today. That I believe that his parents have all the best intentions of the world and are probably the most disappointed by all of this. But I myself am very disappointed when I find as I told you, counsel at the bench, I gave him a huge break the last time in letting him out, knowing that there were phone calls. That's come back in certain respects to bite me because I now know that these weren't just, not to minimize them necessarily, but not just context to the alleged victim saying whatever. He was to manipulate the system. I don't even know what's going through his head.
Scared.
Well, he should be, because he's got me right now. He should be scared. Because the grand reality of it is that I can't trust you to be out. I don't know what you're doing. Understand what I have here. I let you out. I gave you the opportunity. You create some story that the victim, no. No. Because you want to believe in him, that's fine. I want to believe in him too. I gave him an opportunity and he has messed this up and is now facing potentially another felon. And I don't know that you even understand that, young man. No, you don't. Why would you put yourself in a position to pick up another felon? You weren't even supposed to be communicating with this person at all. But then you communicate and you go even further to concoct some story and now and here's what you have to understand from that. From that, you concoct that story, and then I have no victim here today. She not only takes the story that you give her, communicates it to authorities, then doesn't show.
Your Honor.
Go ahead if you think it's advisable to say something to me, because I am livid right now.
Your Honor, I would ask the court to consider the fact, since Mr. Larry's been released on home confinement, I think almost right away, he got into some level of domestic violence programming. I spoke with Ms. Tana. There's a program that we are both familiar with that I want to refer him to immediately. And to addressing, the underlying allegations here, it addresses those of issues in terms of, it was a bond violation trying to impact the outcome of proceedings, those kinds of things. And I want to make sure that, Mr. Larry's getting to the resources he needs. I think if he's at home on home confinement with his parents, I think he's in a better.
How do I know he's not contacting the victim?
Well, when I spoke to his parents, Your Honor, they advised.
I don't doubt that they're going to do the best they can. I trust them. I don't trust him.
Mr. Warren Green, account of choices is available in jail if he wants to start that. Might be advised.
Your Honor, my client would just assure the court he's not going to violate any court orders, including the no contact
He
order.
assured the magistrate of that after his arraignment.
Understood.
I was nervous and she was pregnant, so this is my first time, Your Honor.
What?
Your Honor, I think my client's expressing that he was It is his first interaction with the justice system. He was nervous about the ultimate outcome of this case. It's a big.
What confusion do you have of do not contact this person?
I don't think it's confusion, Your Honor. He admits to violating the court's orders with respect to the no contact order. I think it's naivety, and I think it's him trying to change the outcome of this case. I understand that as far as it's a bond violation. I'm not sure if it rises to a matter where we're dealing with forfeiture by wrongdoing at this point. So I don't want to go too far down that road in terms of what I address, but you know, he knows that's a possibility at this point. And at this point, we're kind of shifting gears and talking to the people about a resolution that involves significant domestic violence programming.
And for the record, I mean, at least 38 calls were made to the victim using other inmates' pins. So being naive, that to me doesn't indicate a naive person. That is deliberately working to kind of fight the system, trying to get out of it. And I agree, trying to affect the outcome of this case. And that's exactly what we're trying to prevent.
30 days. Well, that I did. So mistakes were already made. I was 30 days sitting there.
Your Honor, I'd ask the court to consider that the time Mr. Larry spent in custody did have an impact on him. And moving forward, if the court is gracious enough to consider continuing his bond at this point, if he's going to comply with any of the court's orders, but you know, that's going to be a constant reminder as to what happens when he does not. And, you know, I referenced naivety earlier. He didn't think he was going to get caught, and he did. And I think he knows at this point, and his parents well know at this point, if he's caught in violation of his bond conditions whatsoever, he's on thin ice, and it's going to land him back in jail. If it does,
I don't know if he cares, Mr. Warren. I really don't know if he cares. Because if he had cared, he would not have done what he did.
Your Honor, he's been working on himself a lot. This arrest, hopefully, in the long run, going to be the biggest turning point in his life. And that's his sentiment he's expressed to me this whole time. He's got two people that really care about him, that are really going to make sure that he stays on the right track if the court's gracious enough to continue his bond at this point.
The bond that was posted for you was not your money, was it?
No, sir.
It was your parents' money.
My brother and my sister.
Then you got your family here. Everybody's trying to do everything for you except you. Here's what the problem is, counsel. I've got to figure out, and I've got to give the people time to figure out why this victim isn't here. But until such time, I mean, do you know how long it may take people to figure out if they're going to bring additional charges against him?
Your Honor, I have no problem reviewing it today. I do need the OIC to do some. So I would ask for a week.
I'll adjourn the preliminary exam matter to May 26, 2026, 9 a.m. before me. That's in person. At this point in time, young man, you got to understand, you make your bed, you got to lie in. I'm not going to, don't look at me like, this is you.
Right.
Your family put up their money. They did that. Your parents are down here. with all their time and everything, trying to stand up for you, and you did this.
Before I already made the mistakes, Your Honor. It was way before that. After I got put in there for 30.
Here's the problem. You've interfered with the whole system. That's the problem. You should have never done any of this. Ever. So if the people would do that, review it, get in touch with counsel, but this time I'm going to revoke his bond. Defendant's remanded. I will consider his release if the people can figure out exactly where they're going to go with this and have the OIC. I'd ask them to hurry up and do it. I don't want to leave him in jail, but he's made his bed and that's where he is now. But I got to figure out that everybody else in this whole system is safe, not just you. You can take it. Dad, don't do it.